All right, it looks like we are live. I just want to welcome each and every one of you to this Prosperity Hangout. I'm super excited today. One of the things that one of the formulas that I've noticed in our success formula is mindset plus list building times conversions equals money. And tonight we have a special guest today named Chad, and Chad's going to be talking about Craigslist marketing. And I think I have a little bit of an echo, so let me see if I can close some of these
Um,
windows, and then I'll. Okay, good. I think the echo is gone. But anyway, lead generation is one of the core principles to really have success in this industry. If you don't have anybody to talk to, you don't have anybody to send your offer to, you don't have anybody to market to, there is no possible way for you to make any money. It doesn't matter how good your mindset is, doesn't matter how good at you are at converting, because if you have nothing to convert, then you won't make any money. So that is what we're here to teach you tonight. Now keep in mind that this is a prosperity hangout. We're the prosperity team with inside Empower Network. So just so you know that right off the bat. In fact, there'll be a link below to lock arms with whoever invited you here. But the cool thing is the strategies, the techniques that we're about to teach you tonight can apply for any company. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. So you're going to get a ton of value tonight. That's really what our goal is tonight. Is it doesn't matter what company you're building. You may be on the prosperity team. You may be not on the prosperity team. You may be building a network marketing business. It doesn't really matter. You're going to learn something. Even if it's this one little tiny nugget you learn, you're going to be able to take that nugget and build your business successfully. Actually start generating leads using Craigslist. So I'm just super excited. I actually don't know much about Chad. Lisa Torres kind of was going to host this webinar. Then she had some internet problems, so I just came out at the last second, came on in here to host it, and I'm excited to hear the information that Chad has to say. So before we actually bring him out, if you're excited to learn about Craigslist, I want you to comment below, and then here's what you do. Share this page. Grab the link at the top, put your username at the end, go blast it all over Facebook right now and get as many people here as possible, because I'm going to tell you right now, the information you're about to hear can change people's lives. Because just think about it. Imagine if you had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 leads coming in each and every day for your business. What is that going to do for you? So do yourself a favor, grab the link to this hangout, share it with everybody that you know, so that you can get as many people on this hangout to get this valuable information as possible. So go ahead and do that right now, and if you're committed to posting it at least on Facebook, say I am committed below, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So with that being said, I'm going to pull out Chad, and I don't know much about you, Chad, so maybe if you want to do a little bit of a background and then walk right into your strategy, that would be awesome. So go ahead and take it away.
Awesome. Hey, thanks a lot, Mike, for jumping in, man. I know this has been kind of crazy. Lisa's down in Miami, where I'm supposed to be. I got delayed. She got down there, but then got stuck at somebody's house. They didn't have internet, or the internet was down, the phone was dying. All kinds of craziness. So you guys are like really lucky that this even like happened. So just be like super pumped that this was pulled off. Mike like swooped in here. He like Supermaned it, come in, and saved this whole deal. So my name is Chad Ogsted. I know that's crazy name, and trying to spell it's a little different, but it's Ockstadt. And I just say that because people they're trying to picture how does that spelled, and they're just having a hard time. So anyway, so that's it. I have been struggling in the working from home slash entrepreneurial game for a long time. I started off actually a company. A friend of mine, a really good friend of mine now, he's like my best friend now, showed me a company that rhymed with Ramway back when I was like fresh out of high school. This was like 2001. I know I don't look that old, but yeah, I am. So anyway, so he showed me this company, and you would think that I didn't even join, and this little presentation he did for me, it ruined me. it ruined me for the rest of my life to ever work a normal type job. And then another thing, another part of my that really shifted me is that made it where I could never work a normal 9 to 5 type deal. Have you ever seen the movie Office Space? So if you've seen it, if somebody has a case of Mondays, there's all kinds of funny things that happen in that movie. But when he's sitting in the boardroom and he's with the Bobs and he's in there sitting there and he's like, I just kind of come in, I space out for a while, and it really what it came down to is he's just doing enough to get by. And like that really resonated with me and really connected in different ways with me, and I just really I had a shift. It was weird, where I could never, after that moment, never work any sort of deal that the harder I work or the more effort I put into something or the more that I produce, the more money that I would make. So that between those two things just wrecked me for like any normal job ever. It did. First I started off, I didn't actually join that company that ran with Ramway, but I went out and I actually did real estate for a while. I bought a house and I was renting that out, and then I rented some friends, and then those friends moved out and they moved people in, and then my house turned into a crack house. And so I know that the transition there kind of went kind of crazy, but it was a little bit longer story. But long story short, I illegally evicted them, took all their stuff, threw it in the house, and then just got them all out. I could have gotten in trouble for that, but so then I decided to do it again, bought another house. That didn't work out. Then I was like, screw this, I'm going to take another turn, and I'm going to get into this network marketing thing. But this company that I worked with, they would do the normal network marketing things that you've probably heard of, meetings and all that stuff, but there was a certain part of that company that decided they wanted to have a more at-home deal where they could stay at home, and maybe you can kind of resonate with this, where you could stay at home and work something from the comfort when you want, how you want. You're not stuck going to meetings and doing three-way calls, and they had somewhat of a system where, and that's what I really liked about it, where, but the one downside of it is that you were calling leads. I was essentially a telemarketer. But the cool thing about that is I got really good at expanding people's vision of what they're looking for, because you're calling people, and I don't know if Mike has ever done this before, but the prospecting where you're picking up the phone for like 6 hours a day, and you're just running people through interviews and setting up second interviews, and then closing on the third interview, and then I was actually selling air purification units for like $700. I'd make like $200 on them, and then after they loved the unit, I would sell them on like a $3,000 package, and then make like $200 too. So it's so much better what we have now. It's just crazy because if I sell a $3,000 package, I make $3,000. It's pretty nice, or $3,500 to $3,000. So it's a much nicer commission. And you're actually getting paid what you're worth. So it's pretty cool. So I got involved with this company in Empower Network in March of this latest year. After jumping around after that company several times, I actually did door-to-door sales for a while. And if you could imagine going to people's doors and just not knowing what to expect, it was cool because one day I would be in a trailer park, and then the next day I would be in mansions, and it was just, you would see the diversity out there and the craziness that is just on each side of it. You'd get people coming to the door like half naked, and you'd have people like trying to they would actually come. I've had guys come, and drop their stuff and try to scare you off essentially. Eye contact. That's the key to that. But so it was just a crazy thing, and I actually enjoyed it a little bit. But the thing is I came to a pinnacle at one point in time where I was sitting in an office, And I had a sales manager that had been doing this for like 12 years or something. He was making big money. This guy was like the regional like of the whole country, and it was his job to run like 4 offices plus oversee a bunch of other stuff. So he was making about, you know, a ton of money. But you could tell he hated his life because he lived in Tampa. Because I actually live in Michigan, but I was like a sales mercenary where I would like go around the country wherever I was needed. And I'd negotiate these deals where they would pay me different prices. And the more experience I had, I was able to negotiate better deals. So came down to Florida during the winter, which was a great deal for me because Michigan is, well, if you look outside, it's like -5 and there's a couple feet of snow. So I'm down here, I'm sitting in this office, and this guy's like telling us about how his job is so great and this and that, but you could tell that wasn't the truth. The money was great, but he was still busting it every day. He had to drive every day from Tampa to Orlando, which is like an hour-and-a-half drive. He didn't own his own car. He rented cars because the miles that he put on it was just so crazy. And it was just he wasn't free. He wasn't free to do what he wanted to do. He couldn't go and sit like we are going to be doing the next week and sit in Miami and be sitting there making money on a beach, sipping pretty girly drinks. So he was not free, and I just had an epiphany right there. I had a shift that this was never going to work for me. That door-to-door was just not. It was cool. It was great money. I made a lot of money just knocking doors. For normal people, I think my best week was like 2,500. And so I actually started rebelling against this. I didn't straight out quit because they kind of had me by the fictional cojones because they had my housing situation. They were paying for that. They were paying for my rental car, and they hadn't paid me yet because all the pay was back 3 weeks. So they had me in a situation where I couldn't just quit because they could just keep all my money and never pay me because that's this industry is like cutthroat. Or that industry is like cutthroat. So I'm starting to do things that they're not happy with. I'm starting to be more free, go out on my own, and go where I wanted to go instead of where they wanted me to go. I would start working apartments, but they were not happy about it all. But at one point in time, I was just like, enough is enough. I made the decision to make that change that I needed to make to go to that next step. And I told the guy, I was like, this isn't working out. I'm just going to cut my losses here. And 12 hours later, they were booting me out of the house. They stopped paying for the rental. I was living in a I took the one money I had and I moved into a hotel, which was like one of the by the week hotels, so it wasn't pretty at all. And I made a decision to get back into internet marketing or network marketing or whatever. Got back into Empower Network. I decided just to take massive action, get into this hotel, and just hit it as hard as I possibly could for the next couple of weeks. And there was a point in time where I had a decision to make. Do I go back to Michigan and kind of, or do I take that money that I would for a plane ticket and decide to get in to Empower? And I made that decision to get in, and I made that money back. Obviously, income disclosure, not everybody does this. Not everybody takes massive action and just does whatever it takes to make money. But I did, and I made all that money back in the first week or so. And then ended up getting the money that they owed me, and then going back to Michigan. And I've been working my business here consistently. Besides the every 3 months that we go and travel, and the random excursions that I take, and different things. But what was really cool, and I'll get into the value portion of this. I just wanted to let you guys know kind of who I am, and a little bit about me before I jumped into why you should listen to me. So I actually started having success in Craigslist about, I think it was like October, maybe September-ish. And what I wanted, I went through this training, and it talked about congruency. And congruency is a really high level training philosophy when it comes to marketing. And I'll go over the philosophy first, and then I'll kind of explain how this all works. So what you want your people to see, the very first person that's going to see your ad, you want, when they click on that link or they go to that next page, like if you went down and you said, you know, let's get going, let's get started with this team, let's get into the prosperity team, let's just sign up for Empower Network, let's get going. Like if you click that link down there, you'd go to the next page and it would have to do with Empower Network and getting started with us. Not selling you coffee or selling you tea, or it's not going to sell you women's underwear. It's not going to sell you bathrobes and like soap or something. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to sell you something like that's not congruent with what we're doing here, right? It's going to sell you. It's going to give you. It's seriously it's giving away way more value than you're really paying for it. So you're getting this blogging platform and access to this prosperity team for like pennies on the dollar for if you click down there. Just hypothetically speaking, if you did click down there. So that's how I explain congruency is that it's when you click on that next page, it's not scaring you off. And a lot of times people, and a good example or a bad example of congruency is if you see a Facebook ad on the side and it's like a half-naked girl, and you click on that ad, and then it's a business opportunity, you're like, whoa, I was expecting to see half-naked women here. Where did that go? You know, how did I get off that page? You know, like, and there's a reset. It's called like a reset where you go, am I interested in a business opportunity? Well, you know, no, I'm not interested. I am interested in a business opportunity, so I'm going to put my information in here. I'm going to get started and watch this video or whatever. So that's uncongruent with what's going on. So not congruent with the next page. And then another step of congruency would be is if they looked at that landing page, it didn't. When you clicked or you put your email in, you go to that next page and watch that video. You go, well, this isn't what that landing page was talking about. What the heck? You know, that was talking about how I make, you know, $100 extra a day in my part-time, and this video is talking about, you know, how I can get started in going to Phoenix University, you know, or how I can get started with my Netflix account, or, you know, you see what I'm saying? It's not congruent with what you're doing. So I'm going through this training, and I'm like, I wondered if I could take this, because I was doing, you know, I've been trying. Let me really state real quick with you. There's no such thing as free advertising. You either pay with your time or you pay with your money, right? And ideally, you want something, it's going to be one way or the other. So if you're paying for ads, you want it to take up at least time as you can possibly do it with, like, there's a cost per click, and I'm not going to get into all that, or cost per lead, and then how much time you're going to be putting in that. Like right now, you know, if I decided that I was going to just go into the Prosperity back office, which we have the pre-done traffic, if you are a 15K member or higher, you can actually go in and you basically just put your information in and go, hey, I want to buy this traffic, and you click the button on what landing page you want to go to, or capture page, and then that traffic gets sent to that landing page. It's the most simple thing in the world. If you come in brand new, you can just do that, and you don't even have to know what the heck you're doing. A guy in Sweden, awesome guy, Morgan, amazing guy, never done internet marketing in his life. He was in a network marketing company. He was kind of green even there, got into this, bought some of the prosperity traffic, made 2 sales, had a $300 day the other day. Obviously, income disclosure, not all the traffic's going to convert like that. You're not necessarily going to get sales every time, all that stuff. So it really just depends. Traffic is, you could have good traffic, and we obviously have good traffic because he's getting really good conversions, but it's a numbers game, and going back to my door-to-door days and kind of jumping back a little bit, that's kind of what I learned there, which is business is a numbers game. You have to run enough traffic through something. It's like a funnel, and you guys probably seen this like analogy a million times. I'm sure Mike's explained it a million times, so I don't want to go too much. But if it takes 100 people to get 30 leads, and then those 30 leads might turn into 1 sale or whatever. You know what I mean? So each traffic source is going to have a different conversion. So you need to figure out your numbers and then go from there. So what I wanted to do is actually show you what I do to make a Craigslist ad, and how I make it congruent, and how I can make it actually do some things that people normally wouldn't be able to do. Because this is the thing. Like I said, there's no such thing as free advertising. So you can spend, if you try to do Craigslist ads, and there's so many hoops, like free Craigslist ads, there's so many hoops you have to jump through to make it work on a scale to have any sort of success. It's just ridiculous, and I've tried it several times, and there's people that just kill it out there, and they jump through all the hoops, and they do what's needed, and they have success there, and I just didn't have the patience for it, so I said, screw that. I'd rather pay to actually to just get results that I could get really quick, and I wanted to see. I tested it a little bit just to kind of play with it. If I do a paid traffic, a paid ad, is this going to convert? Is this going to, am I going to get traffic? Are they even going to put it up there? Are they going to be cool with, posting business opportunity stuff? Are they doing? But so I played with it, and what I've come to this conclusion, and if anybody's done Facebook ads, that they like you running traffic, like back in the day when they'd be more happy with running traffic back into Facebook. Well, Craigslist is kind of like that in the sense of they like if you're paying. If you're paying money, they'll kind of let you get by with more stuff than if you're trying to do free ads, because you're filling money into their pocket. They're just going to be less. And obviously, I can't guarantee any of this stuff. This is just what's worked for me, and let me do this real quick. So I'm going to show you some of my ads real quick, and I don't really care right now. You can check them out, because what I do is, and this is kind of blowing my thing up, because you're going to be, even if there's probably 1,000 people watching this, or probably upwards, so who knows? Let me share my screen. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So these are all different ads that I've posted, and I'm going to kind of show you. This is okay. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. If you have if you have the Costa Rica, you know that this is one of our capture pages that goes to the Chris Campbell sales page. So what this is I basically I made this as congruent as possible. So what I did was and I'll take you through the steps of how I did this. So I did this. So, and this is important right here. You have to do some sort of and this is ClickTracks. It's a tracking link. There's a bunch of them out there, but you have to mask it, I believe, because they don't want to see that it's a affiliate offer or anything like that. So okay, so all I did is take this, use this as the ad title. I know this is the most simple thing ever. So, this was a lot of me telling you who I am, and then there are important things that you need to see and need to hear and need to feel, and this is to really get it right. And I'm going to walk you through all of them, so don't worry. But this kind of gives it a little bit away. So you can see that this is the capture page. So what I did is I took Jing, and then I jinged. So I want to do this. Actually, I'm going to need to come down here a little bit. So you want I'm trying to fit this into the screen here. Get rid of this. Okay, so let's just. I'm not gonna go through the whole process, but so you can do this. So you can jing this capture page, and then what I did is I, instead of where it says, next step, I guess I could have left. Well, I guess the next step's still on there, but click here. I just blacked out the this part, and put click here bright red. Like, if you're on my email list, I love just making links just huge where they just can't miss. They can't. There's nothing. Nobody's gonna come in here and go, huh? What am I supposed to do? So I want to give them the clearest instructions that they can possibly go to. So this is just as congruent as you can possibly get. So what I do is, and just so you know, it's a $25 to run it in any major city, right? Besides San Francisco, which is $75, and I would never mess with that because, well, I mean, maybe I don't know what kind of traffic I'd get if we had and this is what I do. Obviously, I'm targeting Miami because our event's in Miami, so I can get local people that are going to come to the event, because, obviously there's so much there. You're getting people to an event to get them to see that it's real, plus you get them really in a community that's going to embrace them and really basically love you. They're gonna love you. They're like they don't care who you are. They're gonna bring you in and give you a big hug. It's like that's just how we are. And so it's really, if we target one of the cities. So let me show you some other ones that I use. I mean, they're all essentially different capture pages that we have in the back office with the Prosperity team. So this one right here, same deal. This is one of the ones that we have back there. So I just jinged it, took this part out where it said email, and then put click here because they don't have to put their email in until they get to the next page. So what this is doing is it's creating 100% congruency. I'm not good with really tracking, and maybe Mike can help me with that. But being able to tell what my click-through rate from this page, from this page to the next page, and who opts in, it's probably really, really, really high. If I had to guess, if I had to go through and really guess, and what I'll show you so I'll go to ClickTracks and kind of show you, some of the traffic that I've really ran through. Bring this back real quick. So yeah, you can kind of see how this can be really, really powerful real quick, because it's It's just because
No longer shown.
oh yeah, I know. I flipped
Okay.
out just so I could do my password and stuff for this. Did you have any questions about this, Mike? Because I'm sometimes I'm like all over the place.
No, you're good. Just keep going.
Keep going. Okay, cool. Is this valuable?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Basically, what I think a lot of people want to know is, the process of creating the ad from start and then finish. So basically, what you do on a day-to-day basis, like so, log in, you do your ad, and then how do you actually finish it and really go from there?
Awesome. Yeah, yeah. And if you're watching the comments, if people have questions, I'm not watching them. So if you could relay anything like that to me, that'd be awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll show you exactly how I do this step by step. So what I do is I'm trying. Okay, so if you guys are familiar, am I sharing right now or
No,
bring
I
this
don't see
back
it.
up? Got it. Okay.
There you go.
We're good. Okay, so what I do is I come over here to photo bucket. Okay, and then log in. That's it right there. Okay, cool. So after I jing a capture page, I will, and let me show you how to. I'll jing one real quick, just so you know how easy it is. It's very simple. So okay, so if anybody's not familiar with Jing, just go pick this up right now. You need it for like several reasons. Showing results. There's probably other stuff out there that works just as well, like another, but this is just the one that I use, and it just seems to work really, really well. So what I'll do is I'll come like this, and I will jing this whole page, right? And then I go, image, capture page. Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll bring it over to PhotoBucket and I'll upload it. Obviously, I already have them in here, so that process is really just simple. So you can just come over here. So let me find one that's not finished. This would be like Martha Stewart, where she does a preparation, then she like brings it over and puts it in the oven, then she pulls it out and it's already done. We'll do it like that. so so you can see this. You come here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hit edit. I mean, and there's other tools that can do this kind of stuff, but this one, it's just I'm familiar with it, so this is what I use. So what you do is then you come up here and you could let me see here, blur. Um, and this, like I said, and the cool thing about this is as soon as you set it up, you don't have to do it anymore. So I haven't done this in a while because I've had mine all set up. So you just basically come through and you just blur that out. Like, you get rid of all this. You leave this down here because anything that says click here or anything like this is what you want. Then you'd come over here. So after you finished it all up, because this technical stuff I'm not going to go through because you just have to figure out how to write big letters that are like bright red and do different things. I figured that you guys can figure that out. It's just a real simple process. or I'll sell you a capture page for $5. I'll just send you the picture. If you're just lazy, I'll just I don't know. Maybe I'm not kidding. Uh, limited, obviously. I can only handle so many. Uh,
And
but
basically, one thing I just want to point out here is, so those of you that may be a little confused, right now what he's doing is he's showing you what he does for his ads. Okay, so what he's doing is he's creating an image, and this is what he's actually going to be posting inside of Craigslist. So, so basically the step here is you need to create an image, and he's using Jing, any kind of screen capture. You just Jing the images, and this is the actual ad that he's creating. So pay attention, get the value out of this, because really the honest thing here is he's showing you how he creates his ads, and then he's going to show you how he actually posts it. So it's really, really cool. So pay close attention here. So those of you who are a little bit, because I did see some of the comments that wanted some clarification here, the process he's doing now is the actual ad he's creating, and it's actually through an image. So
yeah, exactly. So it's and I'll show you what you're going to do is you're going to come over here after you finish your capture page. So you could use any of them, and you don't have to use one of these. We have several capture pages in the back, and I love that because not everybody's using the same one. There's so many people in our team, and the other cool thing is when you're at the Costa Rica level and you have access to that Chris Jones funnel, there's ones in there that you don't necessarily get at the inner circle, and there's ones at the inner circle that you don't get at the $25. So we have our own funnel, which is like a value giving funnel. So when you upgrade and you take your business a little bit more serious, you get to use these new funnels and get to use these new capture pages, so that you can actually get a little bit more exclusive rights, because maybe a lot of people are using that $25 one, right? The ones that are at the basic level, but then a little bit less people are going to be using that one at the inner circle, and then way less people are going to be using the one in the Costa Rica. So, and maybe so that's basically how I explain why, just in the prosperity team, not counting how valuable the products are, and seriously, like the Costa Rica or inner circle is like anybody that's taking their business seriously needs to have that at all, because it just changes the way you think, and it saves lives, it saves business, changed my business. So anyways, so what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, you're going to actually grab this right here, the HTML, but I'm going to actually come back here. I'm going to strike up a brand new ad. So let's say we're going to go back to, if I remember how to do that. Because the cool thing is, let me show you this, how easy this is after this. I'm not going to say I've been doing this super recent. I haven't done it in a couple weeks. You can see all my ads have dropped. But what I say is it's so easy. All you have to do when you get these set up is just go in and hit renew or repost, and it takes just 2 seconds to put that back up. So after you get it set up, it takes about a half an hour to get an ad set up. But then after you get that one ad set up, you can do that every day in less than 5 minutes. And that's why I said 5 minutes, because you get it set up and you're good to go. So let's do this right here. Let's just post a random one in.
And quick question for you while you're at the screen.
Yeah.
Should they be doing this in their city that they're in, or can they do this outside of their cities? Where should they be posting these ads?
What I've noticed, because you're paying, it doesn't matter. So Craigslist is not flagging. They've never flagged my my paid ads. They've never done anything crazy like that, like they do with free ones. So if I venture out, for the last events I hit it really hard. I was posting them every day in Orlando, in DC, in Dallas, and in LA, because that's where our regional events were. So I was bringing people in. I was getting tons of leads in these local cities, and I've actually made just from Craigslist alone around $7,000 just in the last few months. I had an all-in sale from Craigslist. I've had several. That's the one thing. Let me go over that real quick. A lot of people say Craigslist is terrible traffic because it's just freebie seekers. It's just people that are looking for a job. It's not really true. Let's see. Like I said, I've made about $7,000 now just from Craigslist. I had an all-in sale. I had a guy He came in 10 days. He was all in, and the next week he was at our Orlando event. I've had several people come in, upgrade to Inner Circle. I have one coming to Miami this upcoming week, and she's already upgraded. I've had several people come in, upgrade, do different things just through Craigslist traffic. So it's definitely high quality stuff. Not high. I'm not gonna say it's all high quality, but it's like needle in a haystack. That's all list building is. You don't know what you're getting anywhere you go, but you're just looking for that one that's really hot and that's really ready to go and ready to make a decision. So yeah. So I don't know what our next event is, but let's pretend like it's in Phoenix, right? So I would come over here to Phoenix. So I would say post.
And if you notice that he actually did it in the sales job section, is that like one of the most popular ones, or what do you think?
Yeah, it gets huge traffic because I find sales guys are just really open-minded to this kind of stuff because they're already used to working on commission. So it's weird they ask you it again. So sales jobs, I seen people. I was actually looking for gigs for somebody to do like something for me on Craigslist, and I saw people posting in gigs, and I was like, that's not a bad idea. But I've just always had success in sales jobs, so I just stick there. Okay, so what you do is you come over, like I said. I'm, so you come and get the HTML, which is right here. You just click it, automatically copies to you. And then what you do is you get your click tracker link, or whatever link you're going to use. And this is kind of where it can get tricky. So make sure you're paying attention because if you miss this part, you're going to be just. Well, I also wanted to show you. I know I'm jumping around a little bit. I'm bad with that, but so you can kind of see the clicks that I get. This is just one ad, this is just. Oh, this is actually when I was running traffic to my Facebook landing page. I just was trying that out to see how it works. So then I was running to this one, Pizza Boy, for a while. It's actually how I got my all-in sale through the Pizza Boy funnel. So yeah, you can see these clicks on each of these ads, 130. And this is the cool thing about this link thing is it tells you if they're unique. So there's people, what is that, 9 people that clicked on that, twice, I guess. I don't know. People come back, they stalk my link. Then during the BlogBeast launch, I was, promoting BlogBeast on there. So these are just, you can see the ones that are more sales or business opportunity-wise are the ones that usually get better results. Obviously, the BlogBeast one, you can see this one, 3D Well, 217 clicks. This is actually the one that I've been using most recent, so you can see, so you can see all this. This is like different days that this was posted. So yeah, so that's that. Okay, so let's come back to Craigslist. Let's get this. All right, so you want to come here. This is very important. Make sure you're paying attention. Come in here, and you're going to go from quotes to quotes. and you're just going to replace that link. Because if you didn't, it would take you, instead of taking them to your capture page, it would take them to photo bucket, to the picture that you have, and that's just not, obviously useful at all. So then what I do is I make this as congruent as possible, and I go like this. And sometimes you have to trim it down because they don't like the length on it. So yeah, so this cut off at $3,000 commissions, right? So what did it leave off? So without picking up the phone, let's say without picking up the phone. So take that, put that in specific location. It's seriously that easy. And then you're just going like this, and then telecommuting, of course, we're cool with that. Part-time, we're cool with that. Okay, highlighted disabilities, of course. We're equal opportunity. A compensation, you can even leave that blank. It doesn't really matter. Continue. So then you're going to go done with image, and you're going to see, bam. So there's the ad right there. And if you click on this ad, it would go straight to this capture page, and it'd be good to go. And you just hit publish. And obviously, you got to pay. So then you continue. You fill out some information. This is kind of self-explanatory, but I'll show you anyway. So, just fill out a list of information. They're going to email you, and then you're good to go. And then that's good pretty much every day. And so then you can go like this. You can count. So now it's just maintenance. So what you got all these ads. So you can see these ads, that I posted. So you could count these. Think of the clicks that I just showed you, and then take these, add up all the ads, and then divide by the amount of clicks I got. You can just think how much I'm paying per click on that. It's ridiculously low. Plus, they convert. They do. They, for a while, I was getting almost. It was like a little bit. It would be like I would post two. It'd be almost a sale an ad. Obviously, I can't guarantee that, and it's not always the same. You might have to do 2-3 ads to get one sale. You might get, whatever. I don't know. Depends on the city you use. I found that let's see here. Yeah, Miami was good. I had several signups from Miami when I was doing this, and so that really worked. But the cool thing is all you have to do is come in here and just hit hit repost. Just look that over, make sure it's cool. Hit repost. Do this again. Continue. Done with image. Hit publish.
I'm just curious, how often do you repost them? Like, how long do these ads last, and how often do you click repost on that?
That's what's cool about it. I noticed, I'll give you guys some tricks actually right now, that the cool thing is if you're posting for a job, like a legit job, you're most likely not posting on the weekends. Like sales jobs, sales managers, they go home and they sit on their ass on the weekend. They're not, maybe they work Saturday, but they're not necessarily, door-to-door residual sales. So funny. So here you go. So this guy isn't going to be posting on a Friday. He's not going to be posting on a Saturday. He's not going to be posting on a Sunday. So I find that if you post on a weekend, your ad is going to stay towards the top for a while. So you're probably not going to have, so if I posted right now, well, look at this. So Wednesday, January 22nd, how many has been posted for today? It's actually a lot. So this is during the week, obviously. But if you checked a weekday or a weekend, there's going to be about 1/3 of the ads posted, if not less. But the thing is, if people are looking for jobs or whatever on the weekend. So if you post on the weekend, it's going to last way, way, way longer. So you might be able to get away with one ad in one city. Like, I've never done this because I was always focusing on getting people in so I could get them to events so I could show them the culture. So I was just focusing on one city. But you could probably post, Friday, Miami, Saturday in LA, Sunday in New York, and get a really, really, really good response. And it's $25 each day. $75, you're going to get like a lot of leads out of that. Like I said, just out of those big cities, you get tons and tons and tons of leads out of just one of these $25 ads, and it just took you like 2 seconds to post. So it's 1 second, let me check. Getting home, but yeah. So any other questions, Mike?
Yeah. So how often do you post? Just one per day?
Yeah, one per day it's really about your budget. If $25 a day is your budget, if $50 a day. There was a point in time where I was posting 2 a day. I think it was during the Blog Beast launch for a minute there. I was really trying to ramp it up and do some things, and the contest was going on and different things. So I'm like, I was really trying to push it, or maybe it was during the contest. I don't remember, but there was a point that I was posting 2 a day for like just on the weekends in different cities. But what I would do is I would if I would post in the same city, I would post different ad or different capture pages. So I'd post, this one, and then I'd post that other one that I showed you. So then it would, so different people, because different titles, it's like the subject line of an email. You could send one subject line to somebody, and they're going to open it. But somebody else is going to ignore that line. You send a different subject. You send the same different subject line to the same, like the people that didn't open that email. You're going to get more opens. Well, even though it's the same email. So if the subject's different or the capture page is different, so it's congruent all the way through. So you could switch it up and post one of them. You could seriously do $75 a day. Run 3 different capture pages and be rocking.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I mean, just that little golden nugget right there. Now, is there anything else like as far as ghosting or being ads hidden with these paid ads, or is the paid part kind of eliminate that?
It for what I've seen, it 100% eliminates it. I've not seen. I think maybe I wouldn't mess around with posting two in the same city at the same time. Because there might have been one time that I did get ghosted for doing that, but one ad in one city, a day. I've been, like I said, you've seen all the traffic. If I was getting ghosted, it wouldn't come through like that.
Right. And there was one question about how many accounts do you have? Just one, or
one account?
One account. Okay.
Yep.
So, I mean, this kind of dispels a lot of the myths that people have about Craigslist. I mean, just comment below if this has been some amazing information. This guy, he literally creates an image ad inside of Craigslist, goes into the sales jobs section, chooses paid cities, does one ad per day, and he's generating, I don't know, how many leads a day are you usually generating from this?
30 to 50.
Wow.
And I've seen it higher. I've seen it way higher. Like on a weekend, I think it was when I was doing it in LA, I was getting like 60 leads.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Because the other thing is you get some residuals. So you'll get so say you posted one in a day, and then the next day, so that one might not be, especially on a weekend, it might not be fully away because people going through. It's weird. Craigslist is different than Google, where they'll go through a couple pages. It'll be weird. Like, you might not even have posted in that city for like a month or two, and you'll get people opting in. and it's just really strange because they like go back way far and they're like looking at your stuff. It's almost like a blog where it's like it's content that's like there for a while because it might not be in the first page, you might not be getting a ton of traffic, but you'll still get 3-4 hits a day on it.
Wow, that's awesome. So I actually want to share my screen real quick, show you guys something. So this is how dang simple this is. I didn't even realize. I didn't really realize how simple this was until you were, just talking. Bottom line, guys, look at this. All he does, let me blow this up a little bit. He creates an image ad, and then he edits the ad a little bit. So you might have to go through a little bit of training, YouTubing and stuff like that, how to figure out how to edit it. He showed you using PhotoBucket, so he uses a very popular program called PhotoBucket. It even does all the HTML for you, so I thought that was cool. So you jing the capture page, you edit it, you post it in the sales job section. You only do paid ads, so that eliminates the ghosting and things like that. So paid ads in paid cities. It's 25 bucks per ad. So we'll put that right there, 25 per ad. Do one ad per day, and then after you have a few ads there, all you have to do is click repost old ads, and you're spending 5 minutes per day. Does that kind of sound right?
It's exactly right. Yeah. Oh, there's one thing that I forgot to show is that I use a on Click Trackers it has a masking service. So I pay $5 a month for a Click Tracker. There's probably ones out there that'll mask it, like maybe a social media bar or a prosperity link. But I don't know if because it's associated with online marketing and stuff. Click Tracker, like I said, it's I don't know. I guess a lot of people probably use it, but it's $5 a month, and it masks your links. It tells you the IP addresses that it's coming from. It tells you that it's unique, and it'll tell you what region it's from. So that's how I can kind of tell which ads are getting the most hits and different things. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome, awesome. So what's that website to Click Tracker, just so I know?
Sure, it's click. So CLIXTRAC.com.
All right, so guys, look at this. This formula really is simple. That's what I really loved about it. And some people are probably going, man, it's too simple. It's too simple. But the funny thing is Chad is generating 30 to 50 leads per day using one account. So let's put that up right here. He's using one account. And he's just doing these image ads, paying per day. Now, obviously, that's $25. But to be honest with you, who here thinks that $25 is worth 50 leads? So if you generate 50 leads from a $25 ad, is that worth it? Or 30, even 30? That is huge. That is huge. And then, like you said, you could do this 5 minutes a day. This is the Click service he uses, CLIXTRAC.com. So I think that's worth $5 a month if you decide to do this strategy for sure. So appreciate that. So any final words or wisdom you want to give on this Craigslist strategy before we kind of and stick around. I want to transition into something really, really awesome here in just a few minutes.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, of course. It's just so simple that it's great for, I guess, like newish people because they can just kind of hop in and just start generating their own. They like dig their own well, like Vic says. And I love doing that because you always get cheaper. You get cheaper advertising when you can kind of build it yourself and do different things. So yeah, it was just really exciting to be able to find this, and then being able to geo-target it to a specific city is just super awesome. And it actually gave me an idea to how to kind of take this to another level. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to test that and see how that goes. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I'm good to go. I mean, I think we can maybe just kind of start wrapping up, and I want to kind of show my screen here just in 1 second. Let me share it.
Awesome.
All right. So, I mean, if first of all, if you got some massive value from Mr. Chad, I know in the beginning, we were talking about his story, and I think stories are very, very important, and that's why I asked him to introduce himself. But the last half hour was so full of content. I mean, this strategy right here is so simple for a new person. I can't even believe it. If you got some major value from this webinar, go ahead and comment below, and let me give you your #1 takeaway below. I want to see your actual comments right here underneath the Hangout. And if you're actually someone that's going to implement this, type below as well. Okay, type below as well. I really want to see who's committed to doing the strategy. So bottom line, guys, is this strategy is super simple. 5 minutes per day after you get it going, and it may take you. And here's a cool thing: who in here thinks it would be worth it to spend 30 minutes a day? Think about that. 30 minutes for 30 to 50 leads. I mean, even if it took you 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm super excited that you shared this information. Thanks so much, Chad. So,
hey, you're welcome, Mike.
Yeah, awesome. So let's just kind of wrap it up a little bit. So this information, Chad's a leader within the Prosperity team. Now, I want to do a quick disclaimer here about this strategy. So first of all, hold on, I think I'm getting an echo.
Oh, let me mute myself.
Okay. So first of all, this strategy, like I've always explained in online marketing, and let me take the off-screen share for a second. So in internet marketing, there's really a formula, and you should be focusing on 1 to 2 strategies per day. Now, Craigslist is very awesome for brand new people. If you really want to just get going and getting some leads coming in right away, I used to, and just so you know, I used to use Craigslist in one of my companies. We all used it together, and I generated over $20,000 in 2 months just using Craigslist alone. I've actually been someone, and a funny thing is when I taught Craigslist in the past, I'm actually pretty excited because I kind of have the same strategy Chad did. I did paid ads. If those of you who remember my training, I did paid ads, I did image ads, I kind of did the exact same thing, but I was doing things a little bit different. Back then I was using like IP changers, I was doing all this crazy things, multiple accounts, credit cards getting disapproved, and all this crazy stuff that I stopped doing Craigslist. And then, Chad comes in here and he's just like, boom, 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 so simple, keeping it simple, and leave it to internet marketers to complicate a simple process, right? So, I suggest if you're brand new, implement the strategy. This recording will be up forever. But what I also want to do is I want to invite you to get, that extra added training. We're part of a, Empower Network is just the company we promote, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, we're more than just a company. We are more than just an opportunity. All right, so let me share with my screen real quick. And like I said, Craigslist is just one of the strategies that is taught inside of our prosperity team. If I take you into the back office, some people ask me, how do I get that extra coaching? How do I get to that next level? Now, it doesn't matter what company you're promoting right now. Let me share with you this. The prosperity team is different. Okay? We actually take care of you. We actually help you. We actually mentor you. When you're evaluating a company, the company is the company. The company has the products, the comp plan, things of that nature. But what we do is a little bit different. We have a culture. We have a team, and it's called the prosperity team. So you actually, when you get into our team, you get a back office just like this. And I'll blow this up so you guys can see it a little bit.
Welcome to VoiceOver.
Oh, don't do that button. So you guys can see the screen a little bit better. So this is the back office that you get on our team, and you can click the link below, lock arms with us, and you're going to get added value, added training. And one of the core things I want to teach you today is even if you're building another network marketing business, you can have education, tools, and training through our system to build that other business. Okay. Yes, we focus a little bit more on building this business because we make 100% commissions, which you can't really make any more than that. But like I said, you can use this to build anything. So first of all, when you get into our back office, this is what it looks like. We give you daily assignments. We have a Facebook group, and we have a marketing center with all the different capture pages that you can ever need. So those of you who may not know how to create capture pages like he was talking about, we have all that set up back here. So everything from basic training to we have inner circle training, inner circle sales funnels. We even have done for you traffic. So I don't know if anyone has ever been struggling with generating traffic. Well, we have traffic resources for you. We also have iPass Black, which allows you to have a personal business assistant calling your leads for you. So that's just our iPass Marketing Center in our back office. We also have a killer training center. Hey, let me just show you some of the stuff we have back here. So we have a daily assignment every day. We have Kevin Souza's Facebook viral formula on how to get leads through Facebook. We have a killer mindset training. We have blogging training. We've got tax professionals on our team to help you with your taxes. We also, in our inner circle levels, we've got over-the-shoulder masterminds. Like today, we had a special guest trainer come in and teach his fan page method right here, Josh. And he goes step by step through this creating his fan page, and he walks you through it in our inner circle level here. So we have amazing inner circle training. Lisa Torres, she was actually supposed to be the host tonight. We have self-management ninja training through her. And we have just training corresponding with every level of our company. So you're never going to be left behind. And the thing that I love the most about our team, and I'll take it off screen share here. The thing that I love most about our team is we are here for you. Okay, we have a morning mindset call live Monday through Friday. We have a daily mastermind live, which I actually host, so you can come and learn and look over my shoulder every single day. I don't know about you, but has anyone ever had that in any other company? Ever? Okay, we hold these hangouts every single week for you. Sometimes we cover Craigslist, sometimes we cover Instagram, sometimes it could be Facebook marketing. It can be any type of marketing, but you can actually invite people to these webinars. You can generate leads through these webinars. So let me show you that funnel back here. It's actually really awesome. You get access to this for 25 bucks. So when you join our team for $25, check this out.
Dude, when Lisa did the Instagram one, I posted it like twice on Facebook. It like sucked up so much leads. I was like, I posted it and I looked. I had like 8 or 10 leads just from posting it once on Facebook. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so see, this is what you get. Like this is at the basic level. So everybody who gets started today will have access to this for free for basically $25. You get into this, and then the $19.95 affiliate fee if you want to actually sell Empower. Back here, there is Prosperity Webinars. So today, this was our Craigslist webinar. You get a registration page. So let me show you what that looks like. So I changed it to mine because Lisa didn't show up. But you get to actually market this page. It's already done for you. It hooks up to your autoresponder. So it allows you to generate leads promoting these Wednesday Hangouts. And this is just at the 25 level, okay? You get the live page, which actually is the page you're on right now, where you can leverage this for 25 bucks. Guys, this is unheard of. Nobody's ever done this. And let me just show you, just from this one little webinar, just posting it on Facebook. Look at this. We've got, look at all these leads I've generated. Okay? And that's just from one webinar. Okay? Tons and tons of leads. Okay? So, guys, this is a lead generation machine that you get access to for free because the Prosperity team is giving you the resources for free. You just join Empower Network with the person who invited you here. And the beautiful thing about our system is below this webinar that you're watching, this link right here, this Lock Arms with the Prosperity Team, is coded to whoever invited you here. So you get this exact system, you get this exact way of generating leads. Not only can you generate leads every week, because we're going to do one of these every single week. So this gives you a reason to be able to go out there and market something new, something different every single week, and we're doing it for you for free. Okay, you're going to have to spend a lot of money trying to create this kind of a system. In fact, I think we've spent over $200,000 in creation of the Prosperity Team. So I don't know about you, but do you have $200,000 just to drop on a system? If you don't, use ours for free. Okay, so join below, $25, lock arms with us, and I'm just going to bring it back over to Chad. Any final thoughts for everybody tonight before we let everyone go?
Well, I didn't even realize that we are letting people use the webinar service with the leads and all that stuff for the $25 level. That's just ridiculous. That's so valuable. It's just like, you know, it just popped up, you know, a week or two ago, and I was just so excited because, you know, I just messed around with it, and it just generates so much leads because the value always generates just so much traffic. It gets people so excited because we are just training you for free. I just spent an hour, you know, creating a relationship with you and then giving you a ton of value. And that's what happens every week with these trainers that just, they know what they're doing. They're really making it happen in this industry. And you're gonna be able to leverage us, be able to throw us out there and just generate all these leads and then market whatever the heck you want to them. It's just super powerful. So lock arms with us, get in, make a decision. This is just, it's so much more value than what it costs to get in. It's just silly. So make a decision, and I'm looking forward to just meeting you and hanging out next.
Yeah, awesome, Chad. Thanks so much. And those of you who are on the team, we're going to be in Miami. I'm leaving tonight, actually, flying out. We'll be in Miami at this event, so I look forward to meeting all of you. Those of you who are not on the team, lock arms with us. I mean, we are truly here to help you. I hope that you hear that in my voice. I hope that you see it from our. I mean, we gave this information for free. We could literally just hold this information back from people, and we could just train our team on it. You know, that could be the case. But we're giving it to you for $25, and the reason we're doing it at that level is because we want to empower you to succeed. Okay? We want you to be able to come in and knock it out of the park from day one. Day one. Doesn't matter what level you come in at. Now, obviously, there's other products inside of our system that you can purchase, up to $5,000 worth of products, which I highly recommend all the way around. But the cool thing is you could get started for $25, and you have every single resource to succeed, that you need to succeed at $25. You start where you need to start. You start where you can start, and you work your way up from there. If you can go all in day one, go all in day one. Okay. If you can't do that, just join for $25, get your affiliate rolling, and then use these webinar funnels to generate leads. And you can use this system for any business that you want to use it for. In fact, when I first started Empower, I was in a network marketing business, and I was using the training, I was using the platform to build that business. And then I would tell those people that joined my business, hey, this is the training, this is the resources that we have. So then everybody joined Empower. So I was literally, I had a primary business, and I was building that primarily. And then I plugged my team that joined over here into Empower as a training system, as a blogging platform. That's what I did in the very beginning. And then my network marketing company ended up stealing our downline and taking them to a whole new company. So instead of choosing another one, I just stuck with Empower. So now Empower is my primary. Empower is what we're building primarily. But in the beginning, if that network marketing business wouldn't have taken all my downline and just jetted, I probably would have been in the same situation. I would have been building this company and plugging them into Empower for training, and I was still making a full-time. I was actually making more with Empower than my primary when I was doing that. So you can do the same thing. I'm not saying quit your company. I'm saying have a tool, have a resource that can train you, that can help you, that you can plug your team into and make higher ticket commissions, make higher commissions outside of just your network marketing business. Now you have something good. Now, if your network marketing business doesn't support other affiliate programs, then you may want to reconsider the network marketing business you're in. Anything that's holding you back from having multiple income streams is going to bite you later in life. When you become a top earner in that company, you're gone. They can probably pull the plug on you at any moment. So pick companies that give you freedom, because we're all in this business for freedom. Empower will give you that freedom. You can do it as a primary, you can do it as a secondary, you can do it as just a training resource or a tool, and you can plug into our training, you can plug into these webinars, you can plug into our daily training from there. So, I hope that, helps you make your decision on whether you want to lock arms with us or not. So go ahead and click the link below, make a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next Hangout.
See you, Mike. Appreciate you, man.
Awesome, Chad. Thanks. I think I clicked stop. I don't know if it stopped or not.
I think it still says live on my screen, but it could have just froze. That's cool, man. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, probably.
All right. See you, man. Have a good one.